Welcome once again, folks, to another edition of the programme. Well, this week we're coming to you from the Clayton Hotel, Dublin, for the annual Mayo Person of the Year and Medal Award winners for 2025. The event is organised and hosted by the Mayo Association in Dublin. This programme is brought to you in association with the Helen Bar Restaurant and Apartments overlooking the beautiful Westport Harbour. Paul, big night here in Dublin. Of course, it's been a very busy year for you as president of the Mayo Association here in Dublin.
Absolutely. Look, it's great to be back in the what used to be the Burlington, which is the spiritual home of this event down through the years. Now the Clayton, but we've a great crew in tonight. We've over 300 people. We're going to fill the place. We're going to have a great Mayo night. But to go back to your point, yeah, it's been a very busy year for the association. We had a fantastic business lunch in November. We had an event during the summer party. We also had wonderful Christmas night. So look, it's been a great few months, a busy few months. And next up is our AGM.
And it seems to dominate kind of all the county associations. It seems to be the big one in Dublin, the Mayo Association, doesn't it?
It is, yeah. There are a few others, but we'd like to think that we're certainly one of the biggest and probably the best. But look, a lot of county associations have been out there for years. They all do great work, and we're trying to do our bit here in the capital.
Rita, lovely to see you here for the Mayo Person of the Year award this year. Of course, you were the recipient last year of it. A busy year, I presume.
Yeah, it was an amazing year actually. Loads of activities or loads of events I attended. Just loads of support, loads of great wishes from everybody. Really, really enjoyed it, and I want to say a massive thank you to the Mayo Association for giving me that year. Loads of memories from it. Brilliant.
I was going to say, even this night last year was a very big night for you, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a great night. You know, I didn't know what to expect, so it was an amazing event. So well run, and just met wonderful people. It was great. Yeah.
And did you get much, I know you're a Donegal woman, did you get much slagging when you go up to Donegal being an honorary Mayo person?
Yeah, there was a lot of publicity actually in the Donegal papers from it, and and they said, imagine giving it to a Donegal person, I don't know, but yeah, no, it was great.
Great to meet up with Mick Mulhern here in Dublin. You're playing for the gala night tonight here for the Mayo Association.
Indeed, Henry, and it's a great privilege to have the opportunity to play here for them. I've been at this function over the years, and they're a great organisation for representing our county here in the capital, you know.
Yeah. And this is your first time actually performing and playing at it?
It is indeed, yeah. It is.
And looking forward to the gig?
Oh, very much so, because I know a lot of the people here from old and that, and you know, it's great to get the opportunity, to be honest with you. You know, I'm delighted about that. You know,
yeah.
So we have Sarah on the fiddle, and you know, the full band, Tom Lyons, yeah. Right, oil band. So we'll have a great night. Really looking forward to it.
You're going fairly well, Mick, at the moment. You had a sellout concert there a couple of weeks ago in Claremorris.
We had a great night in Claremorris against the odds of the elements. You know, it was just after our famous storm, and but we had a great night, and I was delighted. I was so many people turned out. I was blown away by it, to be honest with you. You know, and it's I get great pleasure out of it, you know, indeed, you know. And
of course your records have gotten tremendous airplay and lots of requests for them as well over the last number of years.
They have, you know, I've been lucky. I mean, I only started recording 7 or 8 years ago to something that I thought about doing over the years and never actually got around to it. But I suppose, you know, I had a bit of free time and just went at it, and it has been very kind to me, you know. Yeah.
With the guests all seated, it was now time to honour the Mayo Person of the Year for 2025, former Minister and TD Michael Ring, who will receive the Virginia Gallagher Award. The Solace Visitor Centre in North Mayo will be presented with the Paddy Moran Medal Award.
Of course, we're here to celebrate the new Mayo Person of the Year for 2025, so we'll ask you all to be upstanding as we welcome Mr. Michael Ring, our Mayo Person of the Year 2025, accompanied by the Chairman of the Mayo Association, Joel Howley. Let's hear from the Mayo Man of the Year. Michael Ring. is one of the judges for the awards this year. Would you give her a big bullbush? She's going to read the citation for the Mayo Award. So, ladies and gentlemen, Noel Brown.
The adjudicators of the Mayo People of the Year Awards hailed the Solace project as an outstanding example of a community-driven initiative, the very essence of an old-fashioned Mayo. This multi-million euro project stands as a lasting testimony to the foresight, determination and ingenuity of a group of local people on the Mullet Peninsula who were keen to ensure that the history and heritage of their region would be preserved for future generations of visitors and locals alike. Thank you.
And we call now on John Gallagher on behalf of Solace to come to the stage here to accept the Mayo Award, to be presented by Mr. Salmon, the President of the Mayo Association here in Dublin. Paul Salmon, President, and we have John Gallagher from the Solace. For people not familiar with the Solace project, what does it entail?
Solace project is a new. It started in 1995 when we opened a small visitor centre, and the core concept was to attract more people into the area. In 2018, we knew we needed to do something big and better and bolder, because immigration has been affecting us for a long number of years. And we saw an opportunity to apply for funding. We saw that we had the idea, we went for planning, and through our local county councillor, Jerry Coyle, and with the help of Mayo County Council, we got our planning. And believe it or not, we had the right minister at the right place at the right time. Minister Michael Ring.
John Cogorgeous, congratulations on a fantastic win tonight here and receiving the Mayo Award. It's what you believe in substantially, and the great community that you have in Auckland.
Yes, Henry, gur magat agus spua intach doing a show. Henry, this victory or this win of the Mayo Award is a huge achievement for us. It's recognition of the work that went into this project over a long number of years. The initial idea was that we form a heritage centre back in 1995 to attract people into the area, give them somewhere to have a cup of tea and try and retain them. So over a 20-year period we kept that going, but in 2018 we had the bigger concepts, bigger ideas, and we went for this new big interpretive centre to try to attract people to a very isolated part of Ireland.
Now I'm going to call on Noel Brown again, the judge, to read the citation for the Mayo Person of the Year 2025. So would you please give her a bullet bus and welcome her back on stage.
Recently retired politician Michael Ring is the Mayo Person of the Year for 2025. There's more. The Westport man enjoyed an outstanding political career, serving as a TD for 30 years. Michael Ring earned a reputation as a hard-working and astute public representative, and is a most deserving winner of Mayo Person of the Year 2025.
The Mayo Person of the Year 2025. Present the Winners Award. Retired from politics now, and I don't think you're the type of man that's just going to sit home and read the paper all day or go for walks and that. There must be something in your head that you think you'd like to get involved with.
But you know, I was thinking tonight when you might ask me that question, and there's one job I'd love to get. I'd really love to get it, but I don't know whether I'll get it or not. But if anybody can do anything about it, I see John Casey is down there and Risha, and I want to congratulate Risha and John Gallagher and the Solace for winning the Mahil Award. But the one job I really would love, and I think I could do it, I really think I could do it. I think if I got the Mayo manager's job, I'd win that All-Ireland.
On that note, we leave it, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mayo Person of the Year 2025, Mr. Michael Rain.
Michael, congratulations, Mayo Person of the Year, and you just received this wonderful Virginia Gallagher Award. How are you feeling?
Well, look, anyway, first of all, it's a great honour, and I want to thank the Mayo Association in Dublin for actually honouring me, selecting me. It's wonderful to be honoured by your own. And tonight, you know, I was very emotional, very nervous actually. I made speeches all over the world, but tonight I was actually nervous. I really enjoyed the night. It's a great honour. Great, I suppose, you know, when I retired last year, I thought that was the end of it, and didn't get this. It's wonderful. And I'm very honoured when I see all the people before me that has been honoured with this. I'm really pleased, and my family are very pleased to be honoured with this. And it's it was a great occasion tonight. And I'll tell you the truth, I really enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah, what a way to finish your political career.
Well, that's the truth. Look, you know, Henry, I've been in politics 45 years, in the Dáil 30 years, and I've enjoyed every second of it. I enjoyed representing the people of Mayo, and I made no secret. My first love was Mayo, and I've always and ever stood by Mayo, and I was delighted tonight to get recognised by the Mayo Association and the Mayo people, and the crowd that was here tonight to pay tribute. I have to say, tears came to my eyes, and I really enjoyed the night. And I must say, again, I want to thank Noel Howley and Paul Salmon and the team here in Dublin. They do a great job. People don't know the work that they do and have done over the years, particularly people in need, people that are up here with loved ones in hospitals, and they've done other work that people will never know about. They're here, they're a united group, and I was honoured tonight to be this year's Person of the Year. I don't know why they picked me, but I'm delighted and honoured that I was.
Peter, this is a great night for Westport in particular.
It's an amazing night, Henry, and it's probably the most deserved award that I've seen in many, many years. Michael has been Mr. Mayo not for this year. He could be Mr. Mayo for the last 3 decades. He has done so much, even in my own career. In 1999, the first person I went to see would I get involved in politics was Michael Ring. He encouraged me from the start. I was delighted to get involved with Fine Gael at the time, and I managed to win a town council seat. I said there's a few times that Michael has kind of wondered, was that a good idea? But look we've worked hand in hand together over the last 25 years. He has done so many amazing things for Mayo. I take it from a Westport perspective, and even just my own love is United Park and Westport United. Without Michael's help in the early days, United Park wouldn't be where it is today. The 6 million that we've managed to raise through government funding and other funding to develop a fantastic facility. I look at the likes of the N5 between Turlock and Westport, certainly wouldn't have happened without him. So many organisations and clubs and communities around West Mayo and Mayo in general. Michael has played such an instrumental role, either directly or indirectly through funding, and I just cannot say enough in terms of what Michael has done for Mayo.
It's great to be here as one of my first official occasions to celebrate the career of Michael Ring. He was a great help and support to me on the Senate campaign recently, and I'm a former committee member here of the Mayo Association in Dublin, so it's an incredible medal that we all know and love in Mayo, and it's great to celebrate Michael Ring's career and the Mayo people in Dublin as well.
How are you settling into your new role as a senator?
Great, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm in Dublin obviously midweek and back home at weekends, and doing the work on the ground, and looking forward to kind of getting my feet under the table, getting to know the ins and outs of it. We had our first sitting of the Shannon this week, so straight into it, and but I'm loving it so far, and look forward to setting up a constituency office in Mayo and serving the constituents right across the county for the years ahead.
Martina, great to see you here at the ball in Dublin. Of course, you're no stranger, being a recipient of the Mayo Person of the Year a couple of years ago. I suppose it brings back memories to you.
Oh, it brings back great memories, and even coming up today, we knew it was going to be a great night and a special night for the Ring family, and the couple of weeks building up to it is very special, and You know, you can only stand in awe of the Mayo Association in Dublin and what they've achieved with this Mayo Person of the Year every year. And the recipient tonight in Michael Ring, there's no more deserving man that has done so much for Mayo right throughout his career. He's Mayo through and through, and it was so great for him and his family to see him recognised like this tonight.
Cahir, lovely to see you here in Dublin at the Mayo Association annual dinner dance. Of course, you're here representing the county.
Yes, Henry, and as yourself is, and I want to compliment you on all the events I've seen you over the year, and you're representing Mayo so well. I'm here tonight as Cahir of the Mayo County Council. I'm here at this Mayo Association event in Dublin, and you know, you'd be proud to be out there tonight and see all the support that's here and all the good work they do over the years. And tonight they had a collection to help people that may come to Dublin and may not able to afford accommodation or get accommodation when their loved ones are sick. And I want to compliment them, and they said this happens all through the year. And the collection tonight was that. And I think if anybody has a few spare bob to give away, this is the place to put it, because when you go to Dublin, everything is so expensive.
It can be a lonely city.
It's a lonely place when your pocket is empty, I can tell you that, Henry.
You're flying the flag for Fianna Fáil here tonight, because it's very much a Fine Gael do tonight. It was great to see some balancing it out a little bit.
I always try and get to it. I think the Mayo Association is incredibly important. I mean, we got a sense of that tonight. The unseen work they do. But I wanted to be here for Michael Ring as well, even though we were on different teams. You know, we wore the Mayo jersey and we wore it together when we needed to. And he was such a pleasure to work with, a privilege to work with him. And I learned from him in terms of his work ethic. So I'm delighted to be here, but especially here for Anne and for the family, because, you know, they put up with a lot over the years. And I'm delighted for them, and tonight's Anne's night as much as anyone's. So I wanted to be here to wish him well and congratulate him. Mayo Person's year is a really extraordinary achievement for anyone to get, but to wish him well as he moves into the next chapter.
And also, I know you visited the Solace Visitor Centre in Auckland as well, and it was great to see them getting an award here.
Oh, I'm thrilled for them. I've been there twice or three times now. Amazing spot, and I was really taken over the summer. The amount of people that brought kids out there, because of the bad summer that we had, and the kids were just blown away by it. The food is fantastic in it. I really recommend it. If you go for the food alone, it is fantastic, and it shows what can be done. You know, in rural communities where there is ambition, where there is a plan, the funding is there.
Very special night for you in many ways.
Well, I think tonight isn't about me, but it certainly is special, you know, to see my mentor be rewarded for his hard work like this, and also the Solace Centre in Auckland. I have thoroughly enjoyed the night, and it's always nice to be surrounded by your people from home, isn't it?
Absolutely. And as the new TD now for Mayo, how are you settling into the new job?
Well, I think it was a baptism of fire with Storm Mayowen, but it was a great chance to get running fast and find out how everything is working, make representations on behalf of my constituents. And now that we've got over the storm, you know, it's really about getting my teeth into committees that will be, you know, appointed to me soon, getting the office up and running. It's under renovation at the moment, but we've started clinics, so I feel that we're up and running. I'm learning fast on my feet and thoroughly enjoying working hard.
And I suppose having Michael Ring there, he can give you great advice with all his years' experience in it all.
That's it. Well, as we started, you know, the first time you do something, whether it's making representation about an acres payment or a passport or a medical card, the first time we do something, it's lovely to pick up the phone. I'm not a person that, you know, believes in reinventing the wheel. If the method is there, and surely Michael and his team knew every method and every trick in the book and every contact is there. So we do something first through, you know, mentorship, and then we're able to do it ourselves after that. So it's great.
And being in Dublin and representing Mayo, is there anything special you'd like to, you know, pursue as a TD?
I think for me, when I was on the doors and I was listening to the issues that were important to people, they are the promises that I then made in the general election. And so we're only a couple of months in. The Dáil has only been sitting a few weeks, and I've already brought up issues like the defective block scheme, and there's a review, you know, planned in the programme for government. So that's important to me. But also things like road safety, childcare, supporting the business community. So everything that I campaigned on is what I'm, you know, trying to get my teeth into. And I've kind of expressed interest in a number of committees. We'll see how the announcement goes.
Jerry, lovely to see you here in Dublin. Of course, you've good reason to be here.
Very good reason to be here. I'm here supporting Auckland, and I'm here supporting the legend that is Michael Ring. And he's been a phenomenal character, Michael has, for the whole of Mayo and for us in particular. People, one time we go to Dublin, you'd be at a public meeting, or we'll have to go to Dublin to see the minister, a delegation to see the minister. Instead of that, the minister was coming to see us, and he always had a nice bag with him when he'd come, and he got several projects. And it's ironic tonight, and John Gallagher mentioned it in there, that he's here the same night as they are, because without his support that would not have happened in that team. And John acknowledged that on the stage, and like to the people of our team, what they have done there, it's phenomenal. And like I said, it's just amazing. And there's a lot of great stuff yet to come for back there as well. But I was absolutely thrilled and delighted. And let's say, I have an old saying, there's no sense in having the inside track unless you drive on it, and I drove on it for the people of Erris, and I'm very proud of what I've achieved for them, and please God, into the future we'll achieve some more.
Yeah. And Michael, to get a medal award in particular for a small village like Auckland in the whole county, it's some achievement.
It's an amazing achievement. But Erris punches above its weight in several characters, not just in the boxing. We punch above our weight every place. The young pool team went out to Malta the other day and won the under-21 European Championships. There's 2 or 3 Erris players on it as well. So it's phenomenal what can be achieved. But what you can achieve with people pulling together.
Father John, you're chaplain to the Mayo Association in Dublin. You've been involved with them for a number of years.
That's correct, Henry. Yeah, I've been involved with them, I suppose, for about the last 3 years. Noel Howley asked me to get involved. I was ordained 6 years ago here, and of course, coming from Mayo, he sought me out and brought me to some of the dinners and the meetings and the whole lot. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's great.
Yeah, great organisation here in Dublin.
Fantastic organisation. Noel Howley and Helena and all the committee, Pádraig and all the gang, Noel has a special gift for organisation, for bringing people together, and it's wonderful really, I suppose. Any time you meet the Mayo people and you can get them together, there's a great spirit and a great atmosphere, as there is here tonight on this wonderful occasion, celebrating with Michael Ring on his great achievement. But it's great to be fit to get Mayo people together. There's a great enthusiasm when they meet,
And I suppose you got an opportunity to meet some family and friends here, Kilmina man.
I absolutely did. I certainly met family and friends here. I met Frank Chambers here, of course, Frank the consultant there in the matter, and some neighbours as well. Helena, of course, Helena Kelly there involved in the Mayo Association, and many others then as well, yeah.
Noel, chairman of the Mayo Association here in Dublin. Another great event here tonight.
Yeah, it has worked out very well. We had good winners. We've moved back to the Burlington, to the old Burlington, to see if we could opt it. Certainly the uptake has been great, and when you have good winners and you have good people around you, there's no problem. It's when you're out of the environment. We're used of the Burlington environment, and we have been for a long time, and we were out here for a long time, but now we're back. You know how it works, and you feel a little bit more at ease.
Yeah. Well, people, I don't think, realise when they come to an event the amount of organisation it takes to put it together.
Well, Henry, we're a voluntary organisation. We work hard to keep together. I've been involved in this Mayo Association now for 40 years. And, you begin to wonder how long more can you... I like to play golf and I like to go do other things. But, I'm always happy to see that the work we're doing benefits people, like the people from Solace down in Auckland. Anything you can do to help Mayo people in community. Michael Ring, I don't have to tell the people of Mayo anything about Michael Ring. Michael Ring has been delivering for the people of Mayo for 30 years or maybe longer, and he's a thorough gentleman. He says what he has to say, he gets with it, and that's what I like about him. And the judges were absolutely clear. He was the out winner this year for the Mayo Person of the Year, as were the community of Solace under John Gallagher. I meant to say, I've known John Gallagher. We've helped John before when the tragedy was with the helicopter, all that kind of stuff. But that's what we're about. What else have we to do here, Henry? If when the requests come in, it's no good talking about it. You act, you do something. And I'm a kind of a guy that you can talk all you like, but when people need your help, you have to move and go with them. And if you can't do that, stop talking about it.
Congrats once again to Westport's own Michael Ring and to the Solace Visitor Centre in North Mayo. Well-deserved winners. And indeed a special word of thanks to the Mayo Association in Dublin for organising a wonderful annual event in the capital every year. A special word of thanks to our sponsor, the Helen Bar Restaurant and Apartments in Westport, for sponsoring this programme. We look forward to your company again next week at the same time. So until then, Song of Fall.